there is an explanation for the increase in paranormal activity surrounding the O'Hare International Airport. Sightings of the paranormal near Rosemont, Illinois have steadily grown since 2001. The first notable example of this was the 2006 UFO sighting at O'Hare over hangar C-17. If you remember, there used to be footage of that online. Good luck finding that footage. There was a picture and a short video. It was on YouTube, it was everywhere in 2007. But it's gone now. That is the only UFO video that has been scrubbed from the internet. Ask yourself why. At a glance, it wasn't anything remarkable. Just like a whitish metallic disc floating above an air traffic control tower. But it's significant because it was 100% genuine. And that's significant. Very significant when you consider O'Hare just completed a 16-year, $6 billion runway expansion. 16 years. Right about the time of the very significant UFO sighting is when the expansion began 16 years ago. The runway expansion cost about $4 billion on a $6 billion budget, so there's $2 billion missing. The runway expansion was used as a cover to bring in all kinds of equipment, something they were doing underground in the tunnels. All of the major airports in the world have a system of tunnels underneath them, and we all know about that. It's well known. We know about Denver and the holding areas and the cages, but O'Hare has a system of tunnels as well. Some of them are for airport use. Some of them are restricted areas, and they're expanding those areas, or they have expanded those areas in the tunnels under the new runways. It's hard to find the information, but Janet Airlines, the government airline, had 2 flights to and from O'Hare every weekday, beginning in 2009 and ending in 2016. I don't remember the months. Right now, right after these Janet flights stopped, that's when you had this huge increase in Mothman sightings. Since 2017, there have been Mothman sightings all over the Chicago area, but most notably around Rosemont and O'Hare International Airport. These cases have all been well documented. You can see witness testimonies online. They aren't hard to find. I'm told there are pictures and surveillance videos that will not be released to the public. Cell phone photos from employees, as well as security camera footage of at least one incident that I'm aware of. When most people think of the Mothman, they think of Point Pleasant. And most people in Point Pleasant seem to describe the Mothman as this ancient being, a singular being, not part of an alien or interdimensional race or anything like that. And that's true. So So the obvious question is whether or not this Chicago Mothman is in fact the same Mothman of Point Pleasant and caused the Silver Bridge collapse. And yes, it is. Sometime in 1969, the Mothman was captured. He's been studied, experimented on for the last 50 years. And I've not been privy to any of the experiments or details regarding the Mothman's biology or the details of the results of these studies and experiments, but I do, however, know that the Mothman goes into some sort of hibernation cycle not dissimilar to a cicada. When they transport him, they do so during his hibernation states, which I'm told last maybe years. I'm not sure if it's 2, 3, or 5, or 7, 8, 10 year cycle. I'm not sure, but it's definitely a matter of years. He was at the Denver airport for a matter of time before being moved to the O'Hare International Airport in 2017. Yeah, and I say him, but this is a being without a gender. I say him because we've given him the moniker Mothman, but from what I understand, this entity has a name, and it can project an understanding of its name into your mind telepathically. I don't know the extent to which it can communicate with you, but I do know that it has a name, and some people are aware of its name, but they aren't able to speak it out loud. They don't understand how. Containment measures at O'Hare Airport have repeatedly failed. There's some sort of magnetic field they use to keep them in sort of like an energy jail. The reason he's able to escape, and this may sound like some sort of a joke, but there are types of energy vehicles that they use around the airport, and then the energy signature disrupts the Mothman's prison cell. It's a large facility with several different government agencies working side by side, but not always in tandem. So you have mistakes that will happen. There's one employee with a particularly strong telepathic connection to the entity, and when he escapes, she's often able to corral him via telepathy. I think the truth about the Mothman will be revealed before the end of the decade. The scientists within the intelligence communities aren't keeping his existence a secret for any reason other than they don't seem to understand him yet. I do believe we are getting closer to understanding the true nature of this creature, and when we do, I think it will be revealed to the world.